Today, we are ending our series in which we created current, historical, and forecast weather dashboards. Our last video will teach you how to create a weather dashboard that contains all weather details. In other words, it will consist of current, historical, and forecast weather details. Weather dashboards are one of the most effective services we have seen in many applications and platforms recently. A weather dashboard provides us users with a detailed data about the weather in a beautiful design. The data in weather dashboards is mostly taken from a weather API, which increases the user experience of many businesses a lot. It is very important that a weather dashboard used by applications and platforms provides comprehensive data. In other words, it offers both past, current, and forecast weather data. A weather dashboard that provides comprehensive data has many advantages. Therefore, in today's tutorial, we will cover advantages of comprehensive weather dashboards. Weatherstack as the most suitable API for weather dashboards. Creating a comprehensive weather data dashboard in a web app. What are the advantages of comprehensive weather dashboards? Comprehensive weather dashboards have many benefits for both businesses and users. Some of these are operational effectiveness. Businesses should be aware of weather conditions when planning their day-to-day operations. Comprehensive weather dashboards can increase operational efficiency, especially by helping logistics and tourism businesses adjust their business processes according to weather conditions. Advertising and marketing. Weather conditions can affect consumer behavior. Restaurants, shops, or events can use weather forecasts to better engage their audience or plan their events using comprehensive weather dashboards. Daily planning. Individuals need weather information when planning their daily activities. These comprehensive dashboards can facilitate clothing, events, and travel planning by providing users with information on what weather conditions are expected during the day. Agriculture and gardening. Farmers and gardeners must manage their crops according to weather conditions. Comprehensive weather dashboards can help them optimize their farming operations, such as planting, irrigation, and harvesting. Weatherstack, the most reliable API for weather dashboards. The Weatherstack Global Weather API is currently one of the most popular weather APIs in the market. There are many reasons why this API is preferred in the market by international companies such as Microsoft, Deloitte, and Warner Brothers. First of all, this Weatherstack API provides its users with comprehensive weather-related data. It provides historical, current, and weather forecast data for millions of official locations around the world. The accuracy of the data it provides is quite high because it obtains its data from many official weather stations. It is seen as a valuable resource by many businesses because it provides historical data up to 2008. Therefore, it is also the best historical weather API on the market. The Weatherstack API provides detailed information about weather data for any location. Wind speed, wind degree, pressure, humidity, and wind direction are just a few of them. Another reason why the Weatherstack API is the most preferred weather conditions provider in the market is that it is a free weather API. It offers its users up to 250 API requests per month with the free plan. Also, the first of its paid plans is the standard plan, which costs just $9.99 per month for 50,000 API requests. Creating a comprehensive weather data dashboard in a web app. Let's create our comprehensive weather dashboard step by step. We will build this comprehensive dashboard by utilizing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These technologies will allow us to create a responsive and visually appealing interface. To retrieve the weather data, we will integrate the Weatherstack API, the same reliable service we have employed in our previous tutorial videos. This API will enable us to fetch real-time weather information, ensuring our dashboard displays the most up-to-date data available. To proceed with developing the dashboard, it is essential to first subscribe to one of the plans provided by Weatherstack. Specifically, we need to register for at least the professional plan to obtain an API key. This subscription is necessary to ensure we have access to the features and data required for the dashboard functionality. To get started with using Weatherstack, follow these detailed instructions. Number 1. Sign up for Weatherstack. Navigate to the Weatherstack website. Click on the Sign Up Free button. Choose your desired pricing plan. Fill out the registration form with the required details. This process will create your account on Weatherstack. Number 2. Log in to Weatherstack. Click on the Login button on the Weatherstack website. Enter your login credentials, username and password. Upon successful login, you will be directed to the Weatherstack dashboard. Copy your unique API key from the dashboard and store it in a secure location. This API key is essential for accessing Weatherstack's functionality. Number 3. Set up your development environment. Open your command prompt. Create a new directory for your project using the command mkdir directory name. Navigate to the newly created directory with cd directory name. Number 4. Create an HTML file in Visual Studio Code. Open the directory inside the Visual Studio Code. Create a new file and save it with an HTML extension. Number 5. Add code to your HTML file. Structure your HTML file with the basic HTML skeleton to start building your application. Incorporate beautiful CSS styles to enhance the visual appeal of your weather dashboard. Customizing your styles can significantly improve the user experience by making the dashboard more attractive. Since our dashboard contains comprehensive weather details, we should focus on better styling to enhance the user experience. Next, we focus on the body section of our web page, which serves as the primary content area. This section includes several key elements: the location, a detailed weather description, the current temperature, and a corresponding weather icon. Together, these components provide users with comprehensive and visually informative weather information for the specified location. Then, here comes the JavaScript section. It first initializes a variable to store the API key. Next, it initializes a variable to store the Weatherstack URL. The API key will be added to the endpoint URL to fetch the Weatherstack functionality. The endpoint from Weatherstack's API retrieves historical weather data for Berlin between August 13, 2023 and August 15, 2023. By including your own API key in the access key parameter, this request provides detailed weather information for the specified dates, including temperature, precipitation, wind speed, humidity, and other relevant meteorological data. The JavaScript code snippet with fetch method fetches historical weather data from the specified URL, converts the response to a JSON object, and then extracts the current weather conditions from the fetched data. This section describes the process of updating a web page element with data retrieved from an API. Specifically, it selects an HTML element with the ID, location, and sets its text content to the name of the location provided by the API response. This operation effectively displays the location name on the web page, ensuring that the header element reflects the current data received from the API. This section of the JavaScript code handles the display of the current weather description and temperature on a web page. It retrieves the first weather description from the API response and updates the text content of an HTML element with the ID weather description to show this description. Additionally, it updates another HTML element with the ID temperature to display the current temperature, appending 2-degree symbol for clarity. This ensures that the web page dynamically reflects the latest weather information fetched from the API. This section of the code dynamically populates a web page with historical weather data. It first retrieves the historical weather data from the API response and selects the main content area of the web page where this data will be displayed. For each date in the historical data, it extracts the relevant weather information and formats the date to display the day of the week. It then creates a new article element for each date, assigning it a specific class and filling it with the weather symbol, day, and average temperature. Finally, it appends these newly created elements to the main content area, thereby updating the web page with the historical weather information for each date. This section describes the process of retrieving and displaying a 4-day weather forecast for New York using the Weatherstack API. The forecast data is fetched from a specified URL and converted to a JSON object. The forecast data is extracted and the main content section of the web page is identified. The current date is obtained and formatted, and for each day in the forecast, excluding today, the average temperature and day of the week are determined. For each of these days, a new HTML article element is created and styled as a weather column. This element is populated with the weather symbol, the abbreviated day of the week, and the average temperature, and then appended to the main content section of the web page. Any errors encountered during this process are logged to the console. This code creates a comprehensive weather dashboard that displays historical, current, and forecast weather data. It allows you to dynamically update the weather icon based on the weather description provided by the API. To use this functionality, insert your own API key in the placeholder, your API key, and execute the application. This setup ensures that your dashboard will fetch and present the relevant weather information accurately and in real time. Click on the Run and Debug button to see the output of our comprehensive weather dashboard. You can open it easily inside the browser. Congratulations on achieving a comprehensive weather dashboard within no time. This dashboard provides detailed information about the current, historical, and forecasted weather. As we conclude this video series, it becomes clear how straightforward it is to create an effective weather dashboard using basic technologies and the Weatherstack API. Stay tuned for more tutorials in the future, where we'll continue to guide you in creating impressive weather applications quickly and easily. Sign up for free at Weatherstack API to get the latest weather updates with higher accuracy.